Hey guys, I'm back. Got the RDB back from Kel-Tec after sending it in for a warranty repair, and I was able to get out to the range today with my son, and I just wanted to share with you some of the experiences we had today. We got out there, I loaded up 3 magazines, I have them here, a Lancer, just a GI mag with a, get that out of there, a GI mag with a aftermarket follower I put in there, and I have another video on that if you're interested, and then a good old-fashioned PMag. So I think these are Gen 2, Gen 3, I don't know, Gen 2. So this is a Gen 2 PMag, a GI mag with an aftermarket follower, and then a Lancer. And you can see this one's still loaded, and I'll go over that. I'll go over why that is in just a second. So anyway, I loaded up the GI mag. This is one of the mags. These are one of the mags that I had a problem with in a previous video where you saw it jamming and then eventually break. I was using GI mags. I had a recommendation that PMags ran perfectly, and someone recommended just running PMags. So I loaded up the PMag, 25 rounds of brass and 5 rounds of steel. The GI mag I loaded up with nothing but 30 rounds of brass, and then the Lancer loaded up with 30 rounds of steel. So rolling in the video, I'll show you here where I was shooting the brass without any problems.
That? That one, I can't even see that one. Nothing. So the one with the red circle, the one that tells you.
That's when you're shooting it?
Huh?
That's when you're shooting it?
Yeah, that's the one I was shooting at. You can shoot at that one.
You didn't hit a bullseye.
Huh?
You didn't hit a bullseye
On what?
on the red circle?
Why?
Because I can see it from here.
Did that hurt? Huh? You want to do it again?
I hit the black
Okay.
one. I can't see what I'm hitting yet, but
Those stays up to here. They're good. This comfortable tails for
And so coming back, you can see that it had a failure when it went on the PMag when I got to the steel rounds. So I loaded up like 5-10 rounds, then I put in the 5 rounds of steel, and then I loaded up the rest of the way with brass. And so shooting it got it all the way through to the brass, or got all the way through the brass. And when I got to the steel rounds that were in the magazine, those rounds jammed. I was getting double feeds, and it was as if the bolt couldn't extract the rounds from the barrel, and so it left the round in there, stripped off another round off the magazine, and tried to feed it in, and I was getting double feeds. And I'll show a picture of that here.
that's the one I told you to get. I made it.
And so now you can see steel cased ammunition appears to be the problem with the Kel-Tec, and that's a little disappointing. I mean, you know, I have a lot of steel case. It's inexpensive. It runs fine in all of my ARs. I have AR pistols. I have AR rifles. Never had a problem with any steel case ammo, but from what I've heard, I've talked to some guys in the gun store, and I've read online that the Wolf ammo and the Monarch ammo, this stuff right here, this steel case lacquer coated Monarch ammo that you can get at Academy, has a light powder load, and because of that, it doesn't cycle the bolt well enough, or at least that's the story I'm getting. So at any rate, I sent it into Kel-Tec. You've seen that video. got it back. They went through all the internal parts according to the work order that I received back from them. They went through all the internal parts, replaced all the broken pin on the extractor on the bolt, and test fired it with it set on the gas setting of 5. So it's working now, apparently. I'm not having any problems as long as I'm running brass. 20 rounds out of here, 5 steel cased, it jammed. 30 rounds out of here, all brass, worked fine. I didn't even fire a round because I didn't want to sit there and try to pull out double feeds. So, double feeds are a pain in the ass in this thing. Where you get up inside of here and try to remove a double feed out of here when it's jammed, it's an SOB. So I didn't even try it. Once I had a couple of double feeds, I just said forget it. The test is complete as far as I'm concerned. It double feeds on steel cased ammo. I don't need to continue to punish myself and this rifle by continuing to feed it steel cased ammo. So that's about it. Other than that, I mean, I've learned that I'm going to have to use brass ammo with this rifle, and if I want to keep it, that's just the way it's going to be. If I decide to get rid of it, because that's a deal breaker for me. Any go-to-war weapon should be able to feed any kind of ammo as long as it's built for that caliber. So I'm a little disappointed that it won't do steel case, but as Nothing Fancy says, that's a data point. So your philosophy of use will vary, and I'll have to decide if that meets my philosophy of use. And if it doesn't, then it'll go, and I'll stick with what I know, what has been to battle, what I've been to battle with, and that's the AR-15 platform. So anyway, that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate that. Your support and your comments are what keep me engaged on YouTube and making more videos for everybody. So I appreciate that. So subscribe, like, share with your friends, and if you have any comments, leave them in the comments section. I'll get back to you. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.